evaluate grade of students. Okay, so click on process, create process, label the process as grade of students. Then it will ask for description, so put the description, meaningful description. Okay, now click on this grade of student. Now here we want data types, these data items 1, 2, 3 for 3 subjects. Then there is total, after that there will be average, and there will be grade of student. Okay, so this is the subject 1. Subject 1 data type will be number, and initial value I will put as a 60. Then this is subject 2, subject 2 data type is number, and initial value I will put as a 70. Then there is data type 3, subject 3 data type as number, initial value as 50. Okay. So there are 3 subjects. Now what I want to store the total of this subject in this. Okay, so this initial value will be blank. We are going to calculate this total, that's why. Okay, then there is average, so data type is number, and initial value will be 0. So whatever the total is there, we will divide it by 3 and we will get here average. Then there is a grade of student, grade of student. So data type will be text, so grade will be A, B, C, so that's why it is text, and initial value will be 0. Why? Because whatever the average is there, depending on that we will decide the grade. Okay. Now for multiple calculation we will use the multi calculation stage. Okay. So here what we want to calculate the total and average. So this is the calculation stage, where I will put this subject 1 plus subject 2, just a minute, subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. Okay. And where I want to store this total, so in the data type label as total. I will add one more line so that I can perform the average operation. So the input is total. Okay, this expression is total, and output will be average. So total divided by 3 will be equal to average. Getting it? So we have completed, sorry, I have to remove this. So we have completed this calculation stage. Now there is a, we need to decide whether depending on its marks, average marks, he will get A grade, B grade, C grade. Okay, so therefore we will use this logic. So if the average marks are greater than 90, okay, and less than 100, so we will put A. If it is between 80 and 90, it will be B. If it is 18 greater than 80 and less than 90, so we will put C. Likewise we will put these grades according to average. Okay, and if the marks are below this range, we will put as a invalid. Okay, so this logic we will follow for the program. So we cannot use the decision stage, because decision stage only gives us two value, either yes or no. Okay, we want here, we will use here the choice stage. Okay, so whenever you will select the choice stage, by default there will be these two boxes, choice one and otherwise. Okay, so evaluate more than two choices instead of decision, we will use the choice stage. It always come with with this pair. Okay. So now we will connect this, start with the calculation with choice stage, and otherwise will end. Okay. Now after that we will work with the choice stage. So what kind of choice we want to carry out? So to decide the grades, decide grades of student. Okay, so here, okay, so here I will write grade A. I will add multiple rows, then grade B, grade C, grade D, grade E. Okay. Grade E. Now I want to write the choice criteria. So what I will write? I will drag here the average. If the average is greater than 90, this is my first condition, greater than 90, and average is less than, just a minute, average is less than or equal to 100. So this is the first criteria for A grade. I will copy this. Okay. So here I will write 80, for 1890 there is a grade B. Then if there is a 70 and 80, there will be grade C. If it is 60 and 70, this will be grade D. And if it is 50 and 60, there will be grade E. And if there is average that is below 50, so it will be come as invalid. Okay, so I will click here. So after after working with this choice stage, you will see here these 5 dots are there. So each will be for grade as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, now there is need of calculation stage. So individual calculation I will put for each point. So this is the calculation 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the calculations. Now we will set up this calculation. Okay, so calculation 1, I will write here expression as grade A. Okay, so as it is a string, we'll put it into these commas. Okay, so I want to store this result. I want to store this result in grade of students, but grade of student is not in number. Why? Because we have kept it as a text. Okay, we have selected data type as a text, so it will be in text. Okay, so click OK. Then here I will write grade B. Then for third, grade C. Here grade D. Here I will write grade E. Okay. So now I will connect these all dots with each calculation. Now we need one more calculation for invalid output. So I will put here invalid. Okay, so I will connect it with otherwise case. After that, I will connect all this calculation to end. So for just simplicity, now I will run this process. So there is a error 1, so I will reset the process, and you can see error count is 0. So if I run the process, so it has calculated the average first, total first, then the average, and after that it has printed grade as a E. So if I change the value as 80, now we will check what will happen. So we will reset the process. So now subject 1 marks are 60, subject 2 marks are 70, and subject 3 marks are 80. Okay. So now run process. So total is 210, average is 70, and you will get grade as a D. Okay. So if I change initial value as 90 for subject 1, initial value for subject 2 as 90, and initial value for subject 3 is also 90, okay, or 95. So it is, the average will be more than 90. Okay. So now we will check what will be the grade. So total is 275, average is 91, and there is a grade A. Okay. So we will stop here.